Good afternoon, everybody. Is this on? Are we working? Volume? There are a few seats left over here if anyone wants to grab a seat. If not, I need to. All right. Well, then we will get started. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dan Olson, and it is my honor to officiate the swearing in of Hayward Police Department's 6th Chief of Police, Chief Brian Matthews. So these days are truly one of our favorite days as a police family. All too often we gather in grief or in the wake of tragedy, but today we come together in celebration. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate Brian and his family. This journey is not a short one, and nor was it without twists and turns. But I believe that those who obtain things or positions too early or too easy never truly appreciate them, which is why I know he and his family will truly deserve to soak in today's swearing-in ceremony. If you will please join me and rise for the presentation of the colors.
Sir, the colors are present.
Post the colors.
Present arms.
If you will please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. Center. Face. Forward.
If you'll please remain standing, I'd like to bring up our police chaplain, Sue Kuipers, for the invocation.
Would you pray with me? Almighty God, giver and sustainer of life. Today we come to you with deep gratitude for the many men and women who serve the city of Hayward through her various agencies. As members of the Hayward Police Department, we are especially grateful for your provision of honorable and dedicated leadership. Lord, we remember to you, Chief Chaplain, as his time of service to this community is drawn to a close. We ask that you will keep your hand of grace upon he and his family as they move on to the next chapter of their lives. And now, we also lift up to you a new leader for our police department, Chief Brian Matthews. We thank you, and we ask that you will grant abundant blessings to him and his family. We ask that you give him the wisdom to weather the storms of leadership, give him the strength of character to serve with honor, and grant him insight tempered with compassion to empower him to lead in a way that is both redemptive and restorative to the community of Hayward. May he receive this command as a sacred trust, one that comes not from the whims of mere mortals, but from your hand to his. Finally, Father, I implore you to continue your blessings upon our law enforcement family. May your wisdom and strength enable them to protect others, and may your providence keep them safe. Amen.
Please take a seat. As I was saying, no accomplishment has occurred in a silo or a vacuum. It is those around us whom we draw strength from, inspiration from, and motivation to move the needle, or in this case, an organization forward. For Chief Brian Matthews, those people are seated directly in front of me. First and foremost, his wife Dana and the girls, Kara and Taylor, his son Logan, his wife Maddie wasn't able to be here, his brother Jared, Karen, and their family, sister Lisa and brother-in-law Ben and their family, mother-in-law Wanda, and then finally, where it all started, mom and dad, Jim and Connie Matthews. So. In that spirit, this is a family event, so if you do want to get up, take some photos, please feel free. We do have a CST here who's going to be taking some professional photos, but if you want something personal to whether create a tasteful meme or a screensaver for your phone, please feel free. Feel free to move around. If you'd like, allow me to introduce the folks up here on the dais with me. I would like to. I'll start all the way on my left here. Senior Captain Will Deplich. Mayor Mark Salinas. Chief Brian Matthews. City Manager Kelly McAdoo. And once again, our chaplain, Sue Pipers. I'd also like to take a second and recognize the remaining staff, remaining part of our command staff, and that is Captain Jim Javier, Captain Heather Mateo, and Dr. Scott Turner. We're also fortunate to be joined here by our partners in public safety, the Hayward Fire Department, led by their chief, Garrett Contreras. Chief Matthews' reputation and career thus far is truly reflected in the honored guests you see around you and all around us today. So allow me to go through a list. I'll start over here with California State Assembly Member Liz Ortega, Alameda County Supervisor Lisa Marquez, County Board of Education Supervisor Aisha Knowles, the HARD General Manager Jim Wheeler, from the city's executive team, Assistant City Manager Regina Youngblood, Assistant City Manager Dustin Clausen, our City Attorney Michael Lawson, our City Clerk Marion Lenz, Development Services Director Sarah Bowser, Finance Director Nicole Gonzalez, HR Director Brittany Fry, IT Director Adam Kosterzak, Library Services Director Jinty Adelman, and Public Works Director Alex Amiri. We're also honored today by our elected sheriff, Sheriff Sanchez, as well as numerous, so forgive me, police executives, chiefs, executive staff from all the Bay Area agencies that you can count. I would also like to recognize that we have people from our faith community, Pastor Woods and Freddie Davis here from the NAACP. At this point, I'd like to introduce Elizabeth Vaca from State Senator Wahhab's office, who would like to make a presentation.
Hi, thank you for having us here today. Senator Wahhab has a history working with the Hayward Police Department and specifically with Chief Matthews. She is so upset that she couldn't be here today, so she sent me instead to present the certificate. The Office of Senator Aisha Wahhab proudly recognizes Brian Matthews' appointment as Hayward's new Chief of Police. We commend your exceptional dedication and commitment to serving our community through your tireless efforts in ensuring public safety. Congratulations on assuming the role of Hayward's new Chief of Police.
There's candy for everybody.
Now I'd like to invite up California State Assembly Member Liz Ortega.
Congratulations. I usually attend many events with Senator Wahhab, and I'm upset that she came here with chocolates and I didn't. But in all seriously, on behalf of the state of California, it is a great honor to congratulate you, your team, and look forward for many, many years of working together. Thank you so much.
Now I'd like to introduce our mayor, the Honorable Mark Salinas.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Salinas, and I have the honor and the privilege to serve all of you as the mayor of Hayward. But before I begin my formal remarks, I'd like to welcome all of you to City Hall and to this rotunda. I want to introduce some community members and, of course, my colleagues on the City Council. One of the lessons they teach us in mayor school on day one is you first introduce your wife. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Letty Salinas. I also like to introduce my two predecessors, the Honorable Mayor Michael Sweeney, the Honorable Mayor Barbara Halliday. I did see him here is Mayor Pro Tem Francisco Ceremonial, Councilmember Angela Andrews, Councilmember Ray Bonilla Jr., Councilmember Dan Goldstein, Councilmember Julie Roach, Councilmember George Syrup, retired council member Kevin Dowling, retired council member Anna May, and of course, retired city manager Greg Jones, and also retired city council member Al Mendel. I also want to acknowledge and welcome individuals who are responsible for our educational institutions. The executive director of 4Cs, Renee Hertzfeld. And for those that are not familiar with 4Cs, they're the little guys, 0 to 10. So, the superintendent of the Hayward Unified School District, Dr. Jason Ryman. The president of Chabot College, Dr. Jamal Cooks. Vice President Wagner is here right now, and Dr. Cooks is on his way. But Dr. Cooks is here. There he is, Dr. Cooks. My apologies. And then, of course, California State University East Bay President, Dr. Kathy Sandine. I invited our academic partners to participate today because today's appointment is significant. Today is an example of what it looks like when kids grow up in Hayward, graduate from high school, go to Chabot College, transfer from Chabot College to Cal State, then Hayward, and then pursue a professional career here in the city of Hayward. Chief Matthews represents the cradle to career pathway in an education city. As of today, I am proud to say 2 Hayward native sons are the mayor and the 16th police chief of the city of Hayward. Last week, Chief Matthews, the city manager, and I participated in a county-wide discussion with other Alameda County mayors, city managers, and police chiefs. We talked about the root causes of crime in the region. We generated ideas for regional-wide policies and ordinances to make neighborhoods safer. We also talked about holding people accountable for breaking the law. When Chief Matthews and I talked to prepare for this meeting that morning, I started to brainstorm ideas and test what I was thinking with him first and was sort of pitching it to him. Chief Matthews waited for me to finish, and then he looked at me very confidently and he said this: police reform and holding people accountable can exist simultaneously. And good leaders with supporting teams can do both at the same time. It's that kind of clarity, honesty, and courage that has assured me that we have appointed the right chief for the right time. Hayward neighborhoods and families deserve the very best. The men and women of the Hayward Police Department also deserve the very best. I have seen Chief Matthews grow in the Hayward Police Department, and I have seen his work. He listens, and he's empathetic. He's engaged, and he's willing to pursue good reforms. And he's an excellent ambassador for both the profession and the police department. I believe Hayward is getting the very best police chief. I want to conclude my remarks with a surprise. The chief doesn't know about this. I did consult somebody from the police department, though, Lieutenant Antonio Puente. There is a tradition in the military and amongst public safety professionals. It's to give a challenge coin to leaders for their service, courage, honor, and leadership. Well, I had a challenge coin designed and minted for the mayor's office and especially for occasions just like this. And I am honored to give Chief Matthews my first challenge coin. To all the men and women in uniform here today, may St. Michael continue to protect you and your partners, and please be safe. Thank you, and congratulations, Chief Matthews.
At this point, I'd like to introduce Hayward PD Senior Captain Will Deplich.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, colleagues, and members of our community, on behalf of the Hayward Police Department, I have the distinct privilege of sharing Chief Matthews' journey and accomplishments which have contributed to where he sits today. When Brian asked if I would be part of his ceremony, the answer was absolutely. I would be honored. With that, I figured I needed to reach out and get some details from family and friends. So I have a little tea to spill. I got a little dirt, nothing inappropriate, but just some fun facts. We'll call them fun facts about Chief Matthews. If you live, work, or frequent Hayward, there is a high probability you have heard the term "made in Hayward." Well, Chief Matthews raises the bar there because he was born in Hayward, actually at Kaiser Hayward to be exact. His family lived in North Hayward on Poplar Avenue, and during his younger years, and then moved to Castro Valley. Fun fact, his mom Connie shared that during elementary school, Brian stated he would like to be a preacher and play golf. Simple, I like it. And also, Jim shared that Brian was very social, made friends easily, and all in all, was pleasant to raise. Chief Matthews attended Canyon Middle School. He had some stories, he said, and there was a common theme. Family members and a friend would usually start the story as, hey, there was this one time, no. So, what did I think? Chief Matthews attended Canyon Middle School and then Castro Valley High School. He had a passion for baseball and was known as Castro Valley's ace pitcher. During high school, he met the love of his life, Dana. Dana shared this, which had scratched my head. If you know Brian, he's a loyal Oakland Raiders and Oakland A's fan. So when I was asking her, hey, anything to share, he said that Brian would rock an orange VW Bug in his high school years. Orange. Springs sticking out of the seat, holes in the floorboard, but that didn't stop him from cruising CVB. Another fun fact, Brian and Dana were junior prom king and queen. 31 years later, and after 25 years of marriage, they have 3 amazing kids, beautiful daughter-in-law, and 2 beautiful grandchildren. So that's quite the accomplishment. I do got a quick story to share. So Tuesday night we were at council, and you can see he's young, handsome, in shape. I was sitting right behind him, and I noticed, I go, this guy doesn't have one gray hair yet. Yeah, not one. A couple months, he'll catch up. We got some catching up to do. So Brian graduated Castro Valley High School in 1994. He considered to pursue his baseball career at Chabot College and earned an associate's degree. He transferred to Cal State Hayward and graduated in 2000 with a bachelor's degree in sociology. During his college years, he and his brother lived up in the Kelly Hill area. I thought this was funny. Jim said that Jared and Brian moved out to kind of spread their wings. Short time later, not only did 2 people return, but 4 people returned. Corey and their cousin Ryan. After graduating college, Brian went on a ride-along with a local police agency. He admired the teamwork philosophy to problem solving and helping others, which aligned with his love for team sports. This inspired him to pursue a career in law enforcement and was hired by the Hayward Police Department in May of 1999. He attended the Alameda County Sheriff's Academy, Class 106. As an officer, Chief Matthews had assignments in patrol as a field training officer and in SDU. He earned several certificates, making him a subject matter expert in the use of force, firearms, and defensive tactics. He was promoted to sergeant in 2007, where he served as a patrol supervisor, the SDU supervisor, and everyone's favorite assignment, internal affairs. In 2011, he was promoted to lieutenant, where he served as watch commander, drew a short straw again, and returned to IA as a lieutenant, a district commander, and as the special operations lieutenant. He was promoted to captain in 2014. He served as the commander for investigations, patrol, and special operations. Chief Matthews was a member of our special response unit for over 12 years, starting as an operator, promoting to team leader, assistant commander, and finished as the team commander. He is a graduate of the FBI National Academy Class 274, California Post Command College Class 56, and the Harvard Kennedy School of Governors, Senior Executives, and State and Local Government Program. In addition to his bachelor's degree, he has earned a master's degree in organizational leadership from Columbia Southern University. In August of 2022, he began an acting assignment as chief of police and has remained so until today. Independent of his role as a law enforcement officer, he is enthusiastic for actively participating in community affairs. He's a member of Hayward Rotary, a board member for the Hayward Education Foundation, and a volunteer for the Hayward Junior Giants program. Chief Matthew brings with him a wealth of experience, a commitment to fair and equal treatment, and a passion for community engagement. In Chief Matthews, we have found a leader who understands the true strength of a police force lies in its relationship with the community it serves. As we look towards the future under his leadership, we can expect a police force that is not only responsive, but proactive in addressing the needs of our community. He understands that building trust is a continuous process, and his commitment to accountability, fairness, and integrity will guide our police force in the years to come. At this time, I would like to turn it over to City Manager Kelly McAdoo to present the 16th Chief of Police for the City of Hayward.
Just checking. Hi, everyone. Just want to thank everyone for being here today. As Captain Deplich mentioned, my name is Kelly McAdoo, and I have the honor of serving as Hayward's City Manager. And today, now we get to get on with the good stuff. I get to do the official swearing in of our 16th Police Chief, Brian Matthews. Before I start my comments about Chief Matthews, I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge Chief Tony Chaplin and his service to Hayward and to the policing profession. The City Council formally recognized his retirement last Tuesday evening, and I just wanted us all to take a moment to say thank you to him as well. So before we get to the badge pinning and the swearing in, I wanted to take a few moments to share some words about why I chose Brian Matthews to succeed Chief Chaplin as Hayward's next police chief, and let me tell you, it was not a hard decision. As you have heard from some of the prior speakers, Brian was born and raised in and around Hayward. He has a deep understanding of and commitment to this community. He understands the diversity and complexity of Hayward. Having spent his entire policing career in Hayward as well, he understands what this community needs and expects from its police department. He's also demonstrated an ability to adapt to and help others understand changes that need to be made as policing has evolved over the years. I am incredibly grateful that Brian has agreed to serve as Hayward's next police chief. He has demonstrated the technical skills, but more importantly, the empathy and compassion needed to lead the department going forward. He understands that police officers are not just here to enforce laws. He knows that the police department is here to serve every member of the community, even those who feel that they don't have a voice. I also want to express my gratitude to Brian's family for the sacrifice that they have made over the years to allow him to serve Hayward, in particular his wife Dana, his son Logan, and his daughters Taylor and Kara. I want to thank you for sharing Brian with the Hayward community for so many years and for supporting him in the years to come as he takes on this new role. And now I would like to invite Brian's son Logan to join us for the badge presentation, and then I will swear in Chief Matthews. We're gonna do the swearing in now. We've got our scripts. We'll see if we can get this right on the first try. Okay, ready? Just raise your hand. I state your name.
I, Brian Matthews,
Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
I would like to introduce Hayward's 16th Chief of Police, Brian Matthews.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a long ovation. I'm trying to get to the after party. You guys are making this take longer. A couple points of clarification. It was a two-tone orange Volkswagen Bug that I could put $2 in and get through a week with that much gas. And I also want to figure out, so I want to start by thanking you all for being here today. This is an awesome turnout. I'm incredibly humbled and honored to be able to serve in this capacity in the city that in many ways raised me. Hayward holds a very special place in my heart, and I've always been proud to call myself a Hayward police officer. I'm the son of a pastor, and I know what it feels like to have a sermon go into overtime, so I'm going to keep my comments brief. There are so many people who have had an impact on me and my development over the years, and I think that if I stood up here and thanked everyone, we'd be here all day. I do, however, want to offer my sincere thanks to the mayor, the city council, for your ongoing support, not only of me, but the men and women of the Hayward Police Department. We're fortunate to have a mayor and council who are engaged on public safety issues and truly want what's best for this community, to lead this department into the future. I want to acknowledge my colleagues on the city's executive team, the sheriff and the county chiefs, the members of my command staff, and the HPD retirees who are here today. I appreciate all of you, and that includes some of my predecessors who I was blessed to serve with over the years, and I know retired Chief Mark Kohler is here, retired Chief Tony Chaplin is here, so I appreciate you both. Last, and certainly not least, I want to thank my family. Many of them are in attendance today, including one of my granddaughters, Brooklyn, who's on the phone right now. That's all right. Regardless of your discipline, nobody gets to a career in public safety alone. We need a support network and public safety for everyone. My family, both biological and chosen, have been that for me. Having a family member who's a cop is challenging. We often spend more time at work than we do with our families. I think over the course of my career, I probably got a call all but 2 years out of almost 25, one reason or another. And I'm the person that chose this career. They didn't get a say, but they had to ride a roller coaster with me. So thank you for your patience, your support, and for putting up with all my stuff over the years. The Hayward Police Department is an incredible organization filled with incredible people, many of them who are here today. And part of my job as chief is to continually assess, to reinforce the things that we do well, and to implement meaningful change to continue to move this organization forward. And we have a lot of work to do, and we always will. And as I step into this new role, I want to offer some personal insights and thoughts so you can get an idea of who I am and what I hope to accomplish and achieve. First, I believe that law enforcement is an honorable profession. Simply put, I got into this honor to help people. For those that wear the badge, we all raise our hands and volunteer to show up on people's worst day, and we cannot lose sight of that. This profession is full of dedicated people who routinely put themselves in harm's way for those they've never met, and seek out ways to be community problem solvers. And their daily demonstration of courage, dedication, and professionalism is nothing short of inspiring. I appreciate all of you. Second, as a profession, I believe we have to be better, and we have to commit to continue learning. If you look at the history of policing in this country, there are a lot of things we've got wrong. People's historical and sometimes painful experiences with the police have framed perspectives and expectations that are sometimes shared across generations. And when we engage with the community wearing this uniform, we bring that history and those experiences with us. And I didn't understand that when I started this profession. And I'm still learning. And I will continue to listen, to learn, and to try to understand the perspective of others as we engage in this work. Third, I believe in identifying common ground and using it as a foundation for moving forward. Regardless of where you stand on an issue, I firmly believe that when we get around the table and have meaningful dialogue, we find that we share far more common ground than we don't. And as an example, the mayor touched on this earlier, I believe that meaningful reform and accountability live in the same space. They're not mutually exclusive, they're not opposite sides of the street. And when we identify common ground, we become human to each other and relationships form. It is from this place that we, as a community, can make meaningful progress. And finally, I believe the power of human connection. Each day we go about our lives with opportunities to connect with each other and with those we serve. Connections can happen at any moment and in a variety of ways. A conversation, a facial expression, an act of kindness. And connections lead to cooperation and development of relationships, and I truly believe that's how shared values and effective problem-solving strategies evolve. As I close, I want you all to know how grateful I am for this opportunity and how I look forward to working with all of you as we collectively care for this community. I recognize the challenges that lie ahead of us, and I'm confident that together we're going to rise to the For the Hayward Police Department, we'll continue to pursue excellence, to seek to become industry leaders, and to lead with passion as we go about our work. We'll build and strengthen relationships, we'll listen, we'll partner to develop innovative strategies to address community issues, and provide high levels of customer service. As I look around this room, I'm reminded of how special the city is and how much talent we can bring to collective problem solving. And I believe wholeheartedly that the future of this city and the Hayward Police Department are bright. I look forward to continuing partnering with all of you. And again, thank you so much for being here today, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, our current command staff has combined over 130 years of service to the community and the city of Hayward. When you have longevity like that at the top, it goes beyond leadership and becomes stewardship. In a past assignment, I had the privilege of interviewing candidates as they were trying to come into the agency, and I would always give them a conversation that had both an invitation but also a warning. We're a family. We're a family close to 300. That comes with the good and the bad. We get to know each other, we break bread together, we get to know our families. And that's an interaction that doesn't always happen in every agency all the way throughout the ranks. So if that's something you're not comfortable with, know that coming in. And there were some that did recognize that was not a comfort level they were okay with. But I would always As we wrap up here today, I'd like to thank our honor guard for presenting the colors and being here, all of our distinguished guests, the chiefs, executive team, I couldn't mention everyone, Brother Jerry Matthews, did I mention Jerry? And all the distinguished guests who are here, elected officials, both city, county, and state, and I can't forget to mention Administrative Supervisor Whitney Felber, who helped put this whole thing together. So She would also like to remind everyone, please stay. There are refreshments, there's enough for everyone. Mingle, get to know each other. And before we end here, I'd like to bring up our police chaplain, Sue Piper, for 40 minutes.
Could I ask you to sing? To all who are gathered here, may you go forth into the world, holding fast to that which is good. May God preserve and protect you as you serve Him. May He grant you whatever you stand in need of, so that you can be confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on into completion. Amen. Go forth in peace.